Hi everybody, Anthony Morgan's Training Academy. Today the topic is about trapping, and it's why a lot of guys can't make trapping work. Now trapping, there's a few parts to trapping that you have to understand. First thing, guys are always saying, well, you can't, in sparring you can't make trapping work. Well, because sparring is one of those situations to where if I'm closing, he's closing, I can hit him, he could hit me. Trapping does not work like that. If I'm doing groundwork, I can trap when I'm down groundwork because now I'm sticking to the person on the mat. And this is where it gets really complicated. Having somebody that can teach you how to apply trapping, which Cjo James DeMille did teach me how to apply trapping from this standpoint. Now, one thing you have to think about, and I'm going to go through some points fairly slow and thinking and trying to give you guys the idea. On trapping, the first thing I have to do is seek the hands. Now, you say, well, okay, if you seek the hands, isn't he going to pull away? Well, yes, he is. And that's why we need to learn to stick to the person. And by sticking to the person, that means my body energy has to be on him. I can't be back doing like we do in sparring, to where I'm moving in, he's moving out, I'm moving back, he's moving. You can't do trapping like that. With trapping, and this is why a lot of guys say trapping doesn't work, is because they haven't been taught the proper foundation of how to apply the trap. Now, the trap, once I make contact with the hands, no matter what they're doing, if they're throwing jabs, crosses, whatever it may be, I have to make contact. Once I make contact, I can't be too heavy, because if I'm too heavy, he's going to pull away. If I grab, I'm going to be connected to him now, and he's going to be pulling, and I'm not going to be able to trap. So I have to be soft enough to be, and sensitive enough to be able to stick. But that's not the whole thing. The main thing with trapping is I have to be on him. I have to be on him. I can't be back here trying to trap and he's that far away. I have to be on him, and I have to stay on him. No matter where he goes, what he does, I'm on him. Okay, and that's where a lot of guys lose the point of trapping, because they want to come in, and they go, well, I'm here, and they hit, and they want to get back out. Well, trapping, you can't do that. Once you commit to trap, you have to commit to, keeping contact with him, moving in still with contact, and shutting him down. If he's moving around forwards, backwards, I have to stick with him, and that's the only way that trapping works. Okay, most guys say, well, okay, the guy's arm's not going to be out there that long for you to trap. Exactly. That's why we have to stick to them, and no matter where their hand goes, if their hand goes back, we follow that hand. If it goes down, we follow that hand. If it goes in, we follow that hand. But you can only follow the hands if my body is set up to follow my hand motion. Okay, if my hands move in, my body has to move in. And that's where it gets really touchy, and that's where, guys go, oh, you're going to get hit, you're going to get hit, you're going to get kicked, you're going to get, yeah, well, okay, good luck with that. Okay, if you're really good, especially in the Wing Chun Do, if you're really good at trapping, you're really good at trapping. Okay, and that kind of goes with everything. If you're bad at trapping, you're going to be bad at trapping. But you have to go in, and you have to be serious about shutting that line down. We do get hit, but the thing with it is, we're overpowering that guy so hard that we're not really giving him a chance to recover. And it's not that we're going in just to trap and control the hands. We're hitting at the same time. And so this is a little bit about why trapping doesn't work in sparring. And in sparring it's kind of hard anyway, because you've got judges, referees, you've got somebody that's always watching. Self-defense wise, reality based wise, as soon as you start to move, I'm going to be on you, and I'm going to be hammering. Okay, I'm going to be ripping and tearing, not giving you the chance to get away from me. And so it's like, when you think about sport wise, trapping is not effective because I need to have that forward energy in, and I need to be ripping, tearing, and mangling. Okay, so when guys say, well, trapping doesn't work, well, trapping works. You just have to understand trapping, and that's where, you know, a lot of the guys don't understand it. And you know, like I said, me being with, you know, Cedro James DeMille for 9 years and getting beat on, I understand it. I understand that you have to be on them. You have to be contact with them. You have to control the arms. You have to control your footwork. Your body has to be constantly going forward. There is no retreating. Anywhere he goes, I have to be on him. So, and I'm very adamant about that. And plus the other thing of, you know, if I'm not going to be standing right in front of you in the first place, so I'm going to be moving you, or I'm going to be moving. So anyway, if I can help you guys see this, I guess I could say more clearly, you can always, you know, contact me, and you know, and I advise that you do. I advise you question me on it, and I will do the best that I can to, you know, answer your questions. But anyway, that's about trapping, and why trapping doesn't work is because you don't have the foundation to back up your trapping. Okay, so thank you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow.